I'm done now, but I'm supposed to stay here.
Yes, you are. Hi, I didn't know what you guys were doing. Everyone gets some walking off a King Princess stage. That's awesome. Do you want to take that mic, Michaela? And then we'll start to...
Yes.
Is that good?
I did this. This was my fault.
We're cutting all of this out, don't worry.
Fire.
We'll start off fresh. All right, King Princess, everyone. Michaela Strauss. And your amazing band. What a nice bunch of players.
Yeah, they're
Where do
special.
you find those players?
I found them in college.
Okay.
And I took them with me.
So from USC, which you came out here to go to school, that's where you found them.
Yeah, so
And then you left.
Yeah, my manager was like, you know, because I was like, I'm going to college, you know.
Manager was like, oh.
And he was like, they were like, fuck.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to study liberal arts. I'm a gender studies woman. It's not, I can't read, so some issues there. But Adam was like, find the 5 kids who also don't want to be there and make a band.
I love that. You rescued them as
and
well,
they do
probably.
want to be there. I left, but they're still there. But I found them, and they found me.
All right, that's nice. For those of you watching this stream, you know, everybody in this room, I'm watching you guys like know all the words to all the songs. So I know you know Michaela and King Princess like back to front. There's a lot of people watching right now that are just getting to know you and your music and stuff. And so just briefly, like, so you grew up, your dad has a studio in New York, and you were a studio rat. You were a kid that grew up in the studio. So then you, by all rights, know instruments and everything. I mean, you can produce your own music. You can do everything. Because you know everything. You know how everything works.
I don't know everything, but I know that shit.
You know, yes, exactly.
I know one thing really well.
So this leads me to, you're the first signing for Mark Ronson's record label, who's also a producer. How does that...
No way.
How does that work when you guys, you got your background, maybe your dad's over your shoulder, you got Mark Ronson. How do you, you know, delegate who's in charge?
Like in my career?
Yeah, like producing
I'm in
music.
charge.
All right, that's what I want to hear.
What? I'm
Is
in
Mark
charge.
Ronson the kind of guy who sits back? Is he? What happens in that process?
Yeah, I'm in charge.
That.
It's a partnership.
Okay.
In the sense that I take everything that I make with and without him to him, and we sit together and listen to it and like decide what would make it better. And it's not, I think the difference between our relationship and some other like producer artist relationships I've seen is that there's never, it's just, there's no like you need to do this. There's no like, there's no demands, there's no, this is what your music should sound like, because it's all fucking arbitrary. It's, you know, we all have different taste. It's very respectful.
I know you know what you're doing. I want to go back in time and be you and have that confidence that you have. Seriously, I was a complete fuck up and insecure at your age.
Yeah.
That sounds really bad, like I'm 10,000 years old. But seriously, I mean, you look back in time and like, I love that you're so ballsy and you clearly have all of these people who are looking for some inspiration. So that's nice, right? Right?
This wants some gays. It's
I think you have some
time.
representation in here. I want to get to that subject. So, look, you know, I read something and it kind of broke my heart a little that when you were writing music that you stopped and you were like, oh crap, you had to think about pronouns in your music a little bit. And I feel like there's like a ton of artists who don't have to sit there and stop and think about that.
I thought about it very briefly, because for me it wasn't really a choice. Like, you know, I think that queer people have a perspective that is necessary and needed and differentiates us in a good way from the herd. And you know, when I started writing songs about ladies, I was just like, this is hot. Like, hot is universal. Sexy is universal.
Yes, it
don't fucking matter. And like, I don't know. it's, you know, I think I do it for myself and like writing for myself and as therapy and like getting through shit. But I also like, I understand that, you know, a lot of us grew up and listened to the radio, and the only representation we had were basically parodies of our sexuality. Like they weren't valid, and it's all we had, so we clung to it. But now it's time. It's time for some gay folk to be loud. Like straight people are so fucking loud. Like I just don't, I'm like, they're so loud about being straight all the time. I'm like, we can be too. We can just as loud. Gays are louder.
You especially.
Oh, that's my boy right there. Love you, Jackie.
I love it. I want to talk about you. So you grew up in this studio, and it's had to have been like the coolest experience. How do you rebel against that? Like every kid has to rebel against something, right? What was your rebellion?
I rebelled against learning how to do the shit that wasn't fun about the studio, like cleaning up and putting shit together. Like learning how shit was built. Like I was just kind of like, my dad would be like, let me teach you. And I was like, no, fuck you. I'm not gonna learn that. I only want to do the fun stuff. You can do the other stuff. And now I had to cycle back and be like, oh, I should probably know how this works. But I never rebelled against music, so I wasn't great at anything else. So
I think you're really good at this, so just stick with it.
Slim pickings. I
think we need to take a couple of questions from the audience. Does anyone have anything? Yeah, I know. Okay, come over here. Here, I want to use this for a second, but I need it back.
Okay. I just want to know, what kind of weed do you smoke?
This is a funny question because, like, growing up in New York, it's like there aren't types. Like, you just get into a vehicle and the guy's like, here's weed. And you're like, what type? He's like, green. You're like, tight. Like, and I never thought about that question until I got to Los Angeles. I was just like, weed. I haven't been smoking a lot as of late, but I used to smoke sativas, and then I realized that I was like, I'm already fucking hyper. Like, I don't need this shit. Like, I want to be asleep. So I changed over to the indica. Dope.
Who else has a question? Want to come forward? Cool.
I like your vibe.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
Hi.
It's actually my friend Caitlin's birthday today.
Hey,
I was
Caitlin.
wondering if you could wish her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Caitlin. Where's the camera? This man? Hi. Happy birthday, Caitlin. Oh, she's there? Caitlin! It's your birthday! Happy birthday! I hope it's great. Get some birthday pussy.
It's someone else's birthday today. I love that you're representing the birthday girl.
Oh, God. What do you have to say for yourself? This is a prime Madonna in my eyes. This is 2001.
Yeah.
This is a big moment. This jacket. The
Was
video.
this like you saw it and you were like, oh, I have feelings?
We were in Portland and we had a day off of tour and we were thrift shopping, and I was really like, you know, you get like overwhelmed in thrift shops because it's just like, and my drummer Joe was like, Michaela, I have the perfect shirt for you. And I was like, what the fuck is this boy gonna like show me some fucking like brandy ass Melville shit? Like, what the fuck? He rolls up with this shit and I was like, yes. I was like, you know me. I love her.
It's Madonna's birthday as well, so happy birthday. You have the same birthday. I love it.
Happy birthday to you, Madonna.
Is Madonna like, do you have an artist that has a career trajectory that you feel like, I'm not going to,
Madonna's career.
it doesn't have to be, you know, just kind of be like, oh, you know what, that path seems like kind of where I want to take it. Is there anyone that you feel like stands out?
Cher. She can do it all. And no one can stop her.
No. Not even on Twitter and all caps.
No one can stop her. Ever.
She's a good one. I like it.
I love.
All right, well, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you for performing today.
Thanks for having me.
When's the album coming out? Do you have an album release date?
No, I don't have a release date, but she's cooking.
Woo! I know you
It's
have
gonna be
one more
good.
date in the U.S. and then you go to Australia for
Yeah.
some tour days. That's exciting.
I go to Australia and then I go to Europe.
Awesome.
I'm excited for Europe.
Have you been to Australia and lots
No,
of Europe?
I've never been to Australia, never been to New Zealand. I've been like to a few places in Europe, but I've never. We weren't doing those type
I
of
hope you get to
vacations.
see a lot. I know you're going to be living out of a suitcase and running around, but I hope you get to see a lot in Europe.
Yeah, I think now that I'm more calm about touring, I'm probably gonna have more time to like zhuzh around town.
All right.
It'll be fun.
We'll follow you on Insta and see what trouble
Do you
you're
think
getting
that's
into.
funny? Think my vernacular is funny?
The zhuzh. The zhuzh, right? This is my zhuzh.
That's the zhuzh of it all.
Yeah.
Honey, it's the
All
zhuzh.
right. We need to get a new gack though. Like this sounds like a baby throwing up. I can't get
What are you
the
saying? It's a
gack.
lifestyle.
Like, I just can't do that.
Gack attack. Gack till you
See,
drop.
it sounds like
Gackity gack.
no. I'm gonna call you on that one, Michaela. All right. King Princess, everyone. Thank you for watching. This is the HE Radio Sound Space. Thank you for playing. Thank you guys for coming in and watching. Have a good one.